to be here in front of the mirror. No, only kidding. I have found out recently, to be absolutely honest, Cristiano Ronaldo's spot was actually there where Lingard was sat, and he's actually facing the mirror. So it doesn't surprise me really. So when Sir Alex was here, they could sit wherever they like. They had their own favourite places. At first, when Louis van Gaal first came, his first few weeks, he actually changed the order of the shirts. He put them in number order first of all, from the smallest number up to the biggest number, just to actually mix up the dressing room. He didn't want to come in and see all the Dutch speakers together, all the Spanish speakers together, all the English speakers together. So he put them in number order at first, but now he's changed it. He has the goalkeeper David De Gea first, and he has defenders, midfielders, and attackers with the subs on the outsides. Okay. Now in this dressing room, excuse me, we've got two tactics boards. One showing the penalty areas for corner kicks, free kicks. One showing the full-size pitch. Now most of our tactics are done at Aon Carrington, which is a training centre about 7 miles away from here. But on Saturday mornings before the game, once we find the team sheets out of the opposition, we can do any last-minute tactics on here. We've got little red and blue magnetic discs in the drawers. This we can use for corner kicks. We can show where Wayne Rooney should stand at corners, where Chris Smalling should stand, etc., etc. This cover actually comes off this television set on match days, and on this TV set we can actually put DVDs. If we do want to put any tactics, how Chelsea take the penalties, how City take the corners, etc., we can actually put any DVDs of any previous matches on there. We've got an iPod docking station. The players like to play the loud music before the game. Apparently Patrice Evra, he was the DJ last season. This season, for the first match, I think it lasted 2 matches actually, Wayne Rooney decided on the music. But apparently Wayne Rooney's music's that bad, they wouldn't let him carry on. So it's now Ashley Young who actually decides what music goes on there. We've got a television set up there, that is just a standard normal television set. The players are just like us. After the match they want to know how Liverpool, City, Chelsea have gone on, so they put the Sky Sports results up there. Okay. Now, has anybody heard the famous incident with David Beckham about getting kicked with the boot? Yeah? Well, for one or two of you who haven't heard this story, we're going back to, I think it's 2002. We played Arsenal in the FA Cup match here at Old Trafford, and Arsenal beat us 2-0. They knocked us out of the FA Cup. After the game, the players came in, all the players were sat where you are now. Really glum, really upset, we just got beat by Arsenal. They were all really quiet. Then Sir Alex Ferguson came in, and he stopped being quiet. Sir Alex Ferguson was angry. We just got beaten in the FA Cup on our own ground. Sir Alex Ferguson came in, he was fuming. He started to shout at all the players. He's shouting the ball at all the players were quiet. Then one player decided to shout back at him, David Beckham. Alex Ferguson shouted at Beckham, David Beckham shouted at Sir Alex, and there's a pile of shirts on the floor here. And in temper, Sir Alex Ferguson kicked the pile of shirts, not knowing there was a boot amongst them. He kicked this pile of shirts and boots, the boot went flying and hit David Beckham just above his eye. David Beckham actually needed 2 stitches in his eye. And apparently David Beckham and Sir Alex Ferguson didn't speak to each other for a while afterwards. The good news is the stitches have now healed, the two do talk to each other, the best of friends again, so all's well that ends well. And there's another story I'll tell you afterwards. What we're going to do now is take you into the away team dressing room. This year we started using the away team dressing room as part of the tour. And what we're